Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're in the car. It is a Saturday and we decided to go on a little drive. I've been dying to get out and go to the west coast of Florida, go to like Sarasota. I mean, we used to go to the Clearwater, we used to go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in 2 years. So we were going to go somewhere closer to home, but then I decided, no, I want to do this. So we're going to Sarasota. We're going to an area called Pinecroft, which is where the Amish come for vacation, or if they move down here, and go to an Amish restaurant. I'm gonna get myself some shoe fly pie.
If they have it.
So,
What's the place called?
YODER'S restaurant. And I think they have a gift shop too. I think they have. And then I also want to go to Detwiler's. Is like a farmer's market. I mean, it's more like a grocery store-ish farmer's market.
Is that where you sent me that one time?
I don't remember, honestly. It might have been. I guess you'll find out when we... Yeah, they have different locations. Sorry.
She's stressing me because I'm driving and we're on 4.
And I just saw brake lights. So yeah, we're gonna... there's a couple areas. It depends on time, how long it takes us. I mean, when we were home earlier and I googled how long it would take, it said like an hour and 46 minutes.
To get the odors?
Yeah. You don't think so?
Spring break's over. Like Friday when I had to go down to Venice, which is just a little bit south of Sarasota, I got down there much quicker than I normally do. So maybe with spring break being over, as we're slowing down because of congestion.
So we'll see. I don't, like I said, I did that a little bit earlier. I didn't do it right before we left. I might check and see how long it's going to take. But spring break isn't over for everybody though, because in Delaware in the Northeast, they don't have it till Easter.
Yeah, but
for, I guess, colleges.
For people coming to Florida, the traffic Friday was much later than it had been in the past.
And the parks have been supposedly a little bit later than what they had been, even though this weekend's run Disney. So that's kind of why I'm also staying away from Disney this weekend. And what else?
So you might want to explain, like, where we lived in Delaware.
Yeah, so where we lived in Delaware, a lot of you know, because a lot of you have been with us since the beginning, which we appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We used to, I grew up, I don't know about Brennan, you didn't seem to.
Oh, the farmer's market?
The farmer's market, yes, that was literally right over.
My mom used to take me
No,
there all the time.
I was talking about Lancaster.
Yeah.
But no, we'll start with the farmer's market. That was literally, what, 10 minutes with traffic lights. If you got every traffic light, it took you to get to the farmer's market from our house, which I miss so much. And so you had the Amish or Mennonite come. You know, they had restaurants.
And when we say restaurants, we're talking, you know, a couple tables, a small kitchen. You know, it was more of a diner style little eatery than a restaurant. But it was good food.
Yeah, very good food. And I miss it. Miss it terribly.
Fresh produce.
The produce.
Anything you want, fruit, vegetable-wise, they had.
Pies, bakeries, just delicious food. Not good fattening food, majority of it, but yeah, it was just always good food. But so then, yes, we always did that, and then we would go to Lancaster. Like I said, I grew up going to Lancaster with my grandparents a lot. We used to always do the Strasburg Railroad. And then, you know, once we had family.
Yeah, once Richie got more into
even
trains,
Lauren, we took Lauren. Didn't we? Yeah,
we used to take Lauren up to Lancaster. Well, we used to go to the Oshkosh, the Gosh.
Yeah, there used to be outlets there.
And that's where Lauren got a lot of her clothes.
But yeah, we would just go up there for. Well, there's also an amusement park, Dutch Wonderland.
Yeah.
It was always known as like a good.
Like a best roadside attraction.
It actually had a little castle that you walked through, so you kind of sometimes got a little
Disney vibe
from. Sorry.
She's stressing out over the traffic.
So we ended up. We went to Dutch Wonderland, and I did that with my grandparents. Took us to Dutch Wonderland. It was. I mean, it's gotten more pricey, obviously, but I think it used to be a more affordable thing, and it was close. And like I said, a lot of the rides were good for a younger age group. And then they added a water park. Did we ever do the water park? I don't think we ever did the water park there. I think by the time they added that. But yeah, we had taken Richie there too. And then the outlets that we were talking about, they had a Disney outlet there. So once we started the YouTube channel, that's where we would go a lot to have, you know, content for haul videos. And they sold some parts of it wasn't technically outlet, it was more like Disney store merch, Shop Disney, whatever it is. I can't keep up with that now, but and then they'd have some park merch that would be really that they were sent that would be really marked down, and they got a lot of Disneyland stuff.
A lot of
there.
Disneyland stuff.
More than Walt Disney World. But so that's where that all started, and then we were going there almost every weekend, which I think we could get into some areas of Lancaster, and we're talking Lancaster County. Lancaster is actually a city, but this was all outside Lancaster County, and they all had little names to their little cities, like Bird in Hand, Paradise, Intercourse. Oh my gosh, what are some of the ones I can't think, but they were like the well-known ones. Stroudsburg. 45 minutes we probably could be there. On the weekends, once you got more on that main road through Lancaster, it would get congested, but I always knew the back roads for some reason.
But
Brennan used to say it was Amish in my previous life because I knew.
You could plop her anywhere in Lancaster and she would know where she was and how to get.
But it wasn't like I ever drove. I never drove to Lancaster myself. But it was just, I don't know. But for some reason, I just knew the roads around there.
She hasn't brought it up yet, but the Amish, there was a lot of true Amish. I mean, you're talking Amish farms. A lot of tobacco. They grew a lot of tobacco, corn, mostly tobacco and corn. But you drive by and you'd see, a team of horses pulling a plow or something with Amish all around, and
I'm sure we have videos of it.
And they have little. Some houses would have like little markets that you could pull up in your driveway. Homemade root beer, the best.
Yeah, we always used to like to stop and do that. too.
Pies.
So, yeah, and then it's something I miss. So
she needs
I
her.
need my Amish fix.
Yeah, she needs her Amish fix.
But unfortunately, I feel like you do get a lot more. And honestly, I have wanted to go here before I found this person on YouTube. But I started watching. I don't know. It just popped up one day. There's a woman who lives in Sarasota, right? I guess she says she lives in Sarasota. I don't think she lives like in the Pinecraft city part limits, town, whatever. But like right outside, because her parents do, and she's always doesn't take her long to get there. But I should have turned this around, but now we're past it. Passing
Dinosaur.
Which I kind of thought we were afraid of that, but brake lights.
Welcome to I-4.
This is Brennan's Drive
Every day.
Which I haven't even turned you around yet, so you're not even. Let's try it. I'd really like to show.
Every day.
Now this side's moving pretty good, but once you get up closer to our house, it's backed up. So, yeah, so I started watching this woman, and she is from Ohio, because Ohio and Pennsylvania, I think, have the largest Amish Mennonite communities.
She's actually a Mennonite.
She's actually a Mennonite. She did grow up Amish, but then they left and did Mennonite. And because Mennonites are, obviously I'm not well knowledged on this, but they will drive cars, they will have electricity. I know there's probably there's always new order, old order, there's in the Amish, so I'm sure there's different with the Mennonites too. But I think she said that her family moved down here 6-7 years ago, maybe, from Ohio. And I think her parents had a place down here already. I'm not positive about that, but so I started following her, and she's always going to this Detwiler. She talks about ordering that there's this Amish wholesaler, I don't know, foods that she likes. They used to sell in bulk, still sell in bulk, I guess, but in Ohio, you can go to the main store. But I looked it up. They do have a website, so I might buy some things from there and have them shipped just to get my fix, because I'm sure I'm not going to be able to find all the stuff down here. Because it's even just looking at the menu for the restaurant that we're going to. It's a little different because I guess it's what's available, what.
Yeah.
And just stuff tastes different with Florida water than what you're used to back home. I still say back home, I guess. What do you say?
I catch myself. I prefer to say back in Delaware, because it's my hometown, but I hopefully don't have any plans of moving back to Delaware. I would, if I could, and God blesses me with a lottery win or something like that, I'd buy Gwen's mom's old house, fix it up, and not so much do a snowbird thing, but at least have a base of operation up in Delaware, to go up there and see the fall foliage.
See
spring
family and
flowers.
friends.
Ah,
Really? Well, I hope none of his
I would
family's
like to
watching.
hang
See,
out
I
with
think
some
they all
friends,
think it was
see
me that
some-
moved
No,
us.
I don't know why do you think that?
I just do.
You've always said that. I don't know where you get that from.
You want an Airstream? Oh, I never noticed that.
What, the Airstream?
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was an RV.
How many times have you been this way? I always think of Chuck and Amy when I drive by that place.
Shout out
Every
to
day,
them.
2 times a day.
Shout out to Chuck and Amy. We spent a little bit of time with them this week. They were here. They're probably getting home now, right about now. Yeah, they were down here for a few days. So we had some fun. Always adventures with them. I don't know how much they were on. I know the first ones weren't on camera, but last night's adventures were. So they were fun. We always have a good time. And we got to meet their good friends from New Hampshire came with them. So I don't know if they watch us, but shout out to Annette and Carl. It was nice to meet both of you. We did have a lot of fun. Well, I guess we'll be back once there's a little more scenery. This is where we probably passed it at this point, but maybe
Strawberry
not.
Festival?
Yeah, because there was Strawberry High School was just back there a little bit. So those big strawberry festivals, which a lot of YouTubers.
It's supposedly one of the largest festivals, not continuously running, but yearly festival, annual festival in the United States.
I do want to go one year. And they have big music headliners sometimes.
Yeah. There's a casino.
Way up there in the distance is the only casino that we found. I don't know if there's any more. Or do you know? I mean, I know you can take a little boat out. I've always kind of wanted to try that.
I mean, from watching Peter, he kept saying something about the Seminole tribe that's like the tribe everybody looks up to because they own the Hard Rocks, all the Hard Rocks. So I don't know if there's another one.
So we're getting off here.
Yes, we gotta go 75 south to Naples.
So, I guess I was gonna say the only time I've gotten off here is when we went to Naples to visit your brother, but who now does not live here anymore. He moved back to the northeast. And when we stayed for our anniversary at
St. Pete, we didn't go this way.
oh no.
St. Pete, you just stay
You
straight.
stay straight. See, I don't know.
4 eventually turns into 275.
Okay, so
take exit 210.
we are getting off the exit. It's 3:43. We pretty much,
In
I
a
think,
quarter mile, use the right 3 lanes to take the Florida 780 West ramp to Sarasota, St. Armand's.
So I had called Richie not too long after we had gotten on the road. So when
Use the right 3 lanes to take the Florida 780 West ramp, then use any lane to turn right onto Florida 780 West Fruit Bowl Road.
She keeps interrupting me. But anyway, so it was 219. We were already on the road a little bit, I feel like.
At the light, use any lane to turn right onto Florida 780 West Fruit Bowl Road. Continue on Florida 780 West for 3 miles.
And then turn left. So yeah, so it's 3:44 right now. And we are... Have you ever been on this road?
No. The exits I always get off at is 207 and 205.
Turn left, then your destination will be on the right.
Church of God Mennonite right there. And we are here. It says enter down there. You can see the song.
Your destination is on the right.
So we will see. I don't know how much we'll film in there because I want to respect their, they don't like to be photographed and stuff. But if it's more Mennonite, then I don't feel like they care.
So here's the menu. YODER'S of Pinecrest. Thank you. Okay. It's got your favorites. You've got some salads, some sides, some pork, beef, pork, turkey, chicken. Build your own burgers, sandwiches, and then your daily specials. I think I'm leaning towards this. And then I was looking at onion rings, but then I saw that. The French fries with gravy with cheddar cheese. And that sounds good. So this is what you get when you have Mennonites and Amish meet up with the beach. This is awesome. Nice place. So I started off with the cheeseburger soup, and this was what started my Google review phenomenon. Cheeseburger soup, right?
Yeah.
At that one place up in Lancaster. I forget. It was my first Google review, and now I got
the big
and just to like show you.
Wouldn't it be in there?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be in there?
I would have to go way back.
Why you do?
But like, okay, if I go to Google and hit contribute, that is my Google reviews. Number 10. I'm number 10 Blanche on Google. I have 11 followers. I'm a level 6 local guide. And that's how many views my reviews have gotten. And this started at cheeseburger soup. I love the cheeseburger soup so much that I did a Google review for the restaurant, and now I'm there. So I just finished cheeseburger soup, and that was good. That was really good.
Really good.
Really good. What you think?
Yeah, I really liked it too. I don't remember caring for it when you had it before, but I'm almost like, I want to ask for a couple right now. I'll see after I get done eating. I know, but I'll see. I'm going to eat when I get and see how I feel.
Because another thing, like we're used to Disney prices, so when we go outside of the bubble, you didn't even look at the prices. But when we do go outside of the Disney bubble, we're blown away about how much food we can get for what we pay. But it was like a perfect soup. It was creamy, a little cheesy, had meat, a little bit of meat in it, but chunks of potatoes. Actually, the chunks of potatoes is what did it for me. That made it really good.
Perfectly cooked.
Yeah. Yep. So, and we did get some bread, but that cheeseburger soup.
Missing some apple butter.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask.
So we just realized
Well, I was going to ask for it.
that there is homemade apple butter sitting on the table.
So good. I was going to ask for it, and then I realized it was there. Just in heaven. I could cry. I honestly could cry. Because it also brings memories.
She's having a moment.
But this thing's huge. I did not expect it to be
Look at that.
this
That
big.
thing's massive.
The coleslaw's really good. It's another thing we have trouble finding.
Sweet tea. I've been getting the sweet tea, and that's like my third refill. It's just like the perfect sweetness. I got the onion ring. I got the onion rings.
The one thing though, like back in our farmer's market or any Amish restaurant, if I would get a hot roast beef sandwich, it's open faced, right?
Yeah,
It's not this big.
that's huge.
Where they call it Manhattan.
And then I got pot roast melt. So it's got onions, pot roast. I'm looking forward to that pot roast. Toasted roll with the cheese and some dipping au jus. So we're going to dig in and enjoy all the food. But I need to make room because I want to try the banana cream pie on the dessert menu. She's going to have a hard time eating all that.
Oh, there's no way.
So halfway through the meal, not even halfway through the meal, I've barely touched it. That sandwich is excellent. And it's all falling apart. There's so much meat in there. It's unbelievable how much meat is in there.
Like this?
That, yeah, she hasn't, it doesn't even look like she's touched any of it, but she's eaten quite a bit. And the onion rings, it's like the perfect onion rings. They're crispy. They brought it out with some, that's ranch, but it's like a mild ranch. It's not a very,
What's her name?
yeah, it's a homemade ranch. But the onion rings are just like the perfect crispiness. Excellent. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about this place. The food is top notch. And in the cozy little atmosphere, I'll just quickly show it. You know, just the atmosphere is awesome.
Sorry, I
The
had
staff is,
a moment
that's okay.
crying in a restaurant.
Look at this banana cream pie. This thing is huge. It's massive. Look at that. And it looks so good. Look at the fresh bananas in there. Look at that. And then Gwen got her shoe fly pie. So you're going to have to take a taste. not what you're used to? Different?
Warm.
It's warm? It's not supposed to be warm.
I think it depends where you're from.
But does it taste like shoe pie?
No, because it's warm.
Well, you can buy a pie and then just...
But I'm afraid to, because what if it doesn't?
No. She's been craving a shoe fly pie so bad. She even tried to make one at home. So I'm going to give this banana cream pie it's fresh.
Well, it said they bake all the pies every morning.
That's good.
Okay, Brendan's looking up because we're gonna go. Sorry, there's the sun's right there. My sunglasses.
Mountain Road.
We just, our meal was so good. I was still so stuffed. Like, Brendan was thinking about getting ice cream, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I might take a little bite of yours, but I can't. There's a Rita's YODER'S, which Rita's is back up. Well, it's around everywhere, but, well, I don't know everywhere, but. Did it start up our way? Do you know?
What, Rita's?
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was. I thought it was a local.
Just real quick, we noticed us coming out of the one store. That's where my car is messing it up. Not that one though. But so we I don't know, maybe I should just show you it while we're driving. Talk and show, huh? Or us, which would be better.
You can do it on us for a little bit.
So, like,
Because I'll be in, once you start talking about
Detwiler's?
yeah, I'll insert some video I took around the place.
So, we went to YODER'S, ate, very good. As you saw, oh, teary-eyed, because I miss that. I miss a lot of Delaware, honestly, but, in Pennsylvania, but, I really miss the farmer's market. That was something that,
You and your mom
me
did?
and my mom did, and then once Lauren had Richie, then it became, all of us, including Richie. We went to the farmer's market every Friday because we would take my mom to the grocery store. Back when it was all of us, but take her to the grocery store, and then we unload and then go to farmer's market. You know, get produce. You know, get some meats and stuff there if we wanted that. A Capriati's.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's open. And I saw somewhere has a, sorry, that just caught me off guard because that's definitely up that way. There was a Charlie's and it actually looked like Charlie's.
Really?
Yeah. Not like that
The
thing you see in the malls and stuff here.
The chain.
Yeah. So, we, so yeah, that was a thing. I actually have a picture of me and my mom it was her picture. She kept it on her dresser. It was me and her at the restaurant at the farmer's market. One of the employees took it for some reason. And I think they were taking pictures of customers appreciation kind of thing. And they gave my mom the picture. But and she had that on her dresser and I now have it on my dresser. So yeah, it just brought back. And I'm gonna start crying again, you know. Things I miss. But I mean, it was good, but there's definitely that shoe fly pie was not. That was not good. That was so disappointing. I was so looking forward to that. But I'm gonna try it at home because it was warm. I've never had it warm, and I'm like all on me and nothing on you.
No, that's fine. I'm driving.
And so I thought we'll bring it home. I'll try it cold, but I don't know. There was just a different taste to it. So I guess I'll just have to try to make my mom's or my own. My mom made a very good shoe fly pie. Can't find a recipe though, of course. But I think my niece made it with my mom. I mean, I know she did. I remember my mom telling me that she was teaching Samantha to make her the shoe fly pie, which I don't know why I never had her do it with me, but you just never, you just think they're gonna live forever. So yeah, so that was good. Then they had the gift shop next door. Well, but when you went to check out, because you had to go up to check out, so once you went up to check out, you had to, there had pies there you could get, which originally I was going to take home a shoe fly, but I didn't. And Brennan said that he's down this way all the time, so he said if I did end up liking it, he would, oh, you can get some exotic clothing there for club dancers. Sorry. He could stop and pick it up. But they had bread, which Lauren really likes their bread, and it is good. Wow.
What?
Tiki bar. So, I keep getting sidetracked. Sorry, I'm just like, I've never been this way before, and before it gets dark, I'd like to see stuff. So let's turn you around so you can see. Oh, I should have.
That's where I spend the majority of my time.
Where?
Right there.
You're pointing. I don't know where you're pointing.
Sir Speedy.
Sir Speedy. Next to Bone First Grill. Do you ever eat there?
No, I park out back though.
So so I got bread, I got the apple butter, I got, what else did we get there? That's it? The bread and
the candies?
Oh, no, that was in there. I'm talking about checking out.
Oh, apple butter.
Apple butter, the bread, and I got snickerdoodle cookies because Richard really likes snickerdoodles from our farmer's market, so we'll see how they are. Then we went next door to the gift shop, and it was just kind of your normal gifty shop, some kind of, Bible verse stuff. Toasted yolk.
You see, Sarasota is, it is kind of a tourist town because it is a beach town, but some of the beaches are in the key,
Yeah, you have to go
like
out.
Siesta Key, and you have to go out to the beaches. So
Like
a lot of the locals, I mean, I think they have some, just a little bit I've driven around, they seem to have a lot of, cool little restaurants because it is still a beach town, even though we're a couple blocks from the beach.
Well, it's just also tours because we were in the gift shop and we were asked, "Oh, where are you from?" or "You visiting?" or whatever. But so yeah, the gift shop and they had a bunch of Amish cookbooks. So I was looking to see one because I wanted one more geared towards Lancaster because I do think there is some difference from different areas. And I bought one that's kind of all areas the Amish has. Because there's even for Dover. Because I said that to Brendan. Because the one, he was talking to somebody, and the Amish lady behind the register heard him say that we were from Delaware. And so she was asking us about that. And I was wondering if she was thinking, because we do have Amish in Delaware, which we always forget because it wasn't as a big, it was more,
Yeah.
they
Well,
lived there. I'm sure if you
went to the fair.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you would have drove around some of the back roads, you would have had your little shops. Or your little, how you said, you pull into their...
Okay, I'm looking just
driveway.
to keep an eye out. I am looking for Mound Street, and I want to make a left. That will take us out to the coast.
So we went, extensional dentistry, isn't that what, I think that's what Dr. Matthews' office is called. Mount Street, I can't even see, Bay Street.
Hey, that's the First Publix, isn't it?
No, I saw one earlier. So yeah, the gift shop, got a cookbook. Just looking around, they just had cute little gift shoppy stuff. And then right down from that, they had a little market. So I got the dinner rolls in there because I know Lauren likes the dinner rolls. So where I got the candy. Got the candy. Was it? Or no, I got that. No, they didn't have the cherry slices there, did they? No,
Yeah.
I got that at the other place. I got that at This is going to be hard because of the sun. So sorry, everybody, if you're getting blasted.
Look at that bar.
So I think we need just to move to Sarasota because I think I need to
Yeah,
feel.
look at this. Like I never knew this part is. See, this is where Gwen thinks I hang out when I say I'm in Sarasota.
Well, you were pretty close if that's where Sir Speedy is.
But do I have time to come here?
So
Especially when I call you and go, "Oh, I'm just leaving Sarasota. I guess you're not going to be home until late day."
yeah, well then that's why we just need to move here because they have my Amish, they have a Capriati.
You're not. Are you showing?
Yeah, I'm not showing anything. All these condos, I assume.
Marina Jack's restaurant.
Look at all the marina over there with the boats.
I hope I'm going in the right direction. They got a huge marina. I never
found. Are you still
like
looking
this.
for? Look like we're in downtown now.
Well, this
Well,
is
this is
supposed to
just
cruise
how-
along the.
Coast.
Yeah.
So, well, sorry
Love
everybody,
them
I'm
traffic
making it busy.
circles.
So yeah, we just got dinner roll. I feel like we bought something else in there. I don't remember now. They were getting ready to close, so they didn't have. I think they normally have a little bit of produce in there. So then we left there and we went to I don't know. You'll have to maybe put the name in. Would you?
Okay, yeah.
I think it's German, something German. And over this bridge. So we went in there, and that's where they had a whole gift. That's a whole buffet place, but you can also get, yeah, that's pretty bad because of the sun. You could get a buffet, or I believe you could order off a la carte. And that's where I originally sent Brennan a long time ago to get a shoe fly pie, and they didn't even know what shoe fly pie was. So we went and looked at the gift shop, and just gifty stuff, quilts, and then some Florida.
Kind of like a little bit like what you would see in Crackle Barrel. A little bit.
Yeah, but a little upgraded, I feel like.
Yeah, a little higher quality, homemade or handmade stuff. Not homemade stuff, but handmade stuff.
As people are getting ready for the sunset.
I would love to be able to afford a place out here, but once again, you like every time you heard, there might be a storm, you would.
You would have to evacuate, and you'd have to be able to board up, and just know you're probably gonna lose all your shit.
So where are we at?
I don't know. I thought you were looking for a road to turn on.
No, this is the road. This is the road that now we just followed us all through these islands.
I guess I gotta look at my phone and see what we're at.
Is that a hotel? That looks like a government building.
Retirement. So, yeah, so we went to that place. I bought candy there. Cherry slices. I love cherry slices. And that was something I always got at the farmer's market.
Like these homes must be millions
We're
and millions.
we're on Longboat Key. And this is where, and today's our birthday. Miss you, Kim. My sister's best friend, Kim. She passed away a few years ago. And, she was like another sister to me. Her and my sister were best friends. And always at the house. She was there the day Lauren stayed overnight the night Lauren was born. So Lauren's always called her Aunt Kim. But, Gail came with her they had vacation in Longboat Key. Yeah, look at my stores. Here's Tommy Bahama, Lily. I love candy. Can you park and then go and walk?
I've never been here. I don't know.
Or maybe we should just I doubt we're gonna find anything because it's a Saturday night.
But I think I want to go that way. But to be honest with you, I don't know.
Well, that's the Lido Beach that way. This is the Longboat Key. Gem of Spanish restaurant. Oh, that's the Columbia. We like the Columbia restaurant. We've eaten there in Celebration. So getting back, sorry, we're just so yeah, my sister used to vacation with her here in Longboat Key. And they were growing up. I mean, they were in school, high school, middle school.
See, I really don't. Okay, I did go the right way.
Wow.
Because it does look a ziggy zaggy.
A ziggy zaggy. But that looked like a nice little area. I'd like to check that out. Look at these houses. So, I feel like we're driving away from the beach, though.
No, look, we're like off the mainland.
Okay, just
See?
yeah.
And then this goes all the way up.
Okay. But do we remember where that place was so we
Yeah.
know where sometime maybe? Also looking for some hotels or something around the area. I'm going to stay next weekend for my birthday. Maybe we'll just Airbnb it at $1 million.
Yeah. That'd be neat.
So
Look at that place.
no, that's not my style. Oh, I love that. It's like it's falling apart.
Oh, that looks like from the Greek Isles. Yeah, with
Yep,
the blue gate.
Mykonos. It said Villas Mykonos.
Oh, look at these homes.
So anyway, we need to get back to where we were. We were at the German whatever. Left there, and then we drove a little south. There are a couple all over, but we went to this one because we knew it was going to make it easier for us to come this way to the beach. On the drawbridge.
Ah, there must be
Ocean
so
out there.
much money here. Oh, these homes have to be in. Wow.
We are now in Longboat Key. So maybe that wasn't where we were. Might have been a part of it. The resort at Longboat Key Club. So then we went to Detwiler's. It's called Detwiler's Farm Market, and there's quite a few of them.
Oh, I want to play that golf course. Look at that golf course. That's beautiful.
And it was just filled with produce after produce, stuff we haven't seen before. All kinds of peppers and gorgeous tomatoes. Like, I would take them home right now and cut them open and have a tomato sandwich. Like, that's how good they looked. Because I had to be careful because I want them to last a couple days. So I was trying to pick ones. But they had Amish potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad. They had a case of a butcher
Yeah. Well,
case,
I'll be
and then
in
he'll
certain
insert
clips the whole
Billy
time
clips here because that really did remind me of the farmer's market and how you would get like
Wow,
your.
look at them homes. That's crazy. Look how big they are.
Well, it's just like Naples when we drove down that one.
No, but these Naples were tall. These are tall and wide. These are mansions. They're not homes.
So yeah, we checked out there. I think that's really all we got. We got some fruit. We got corn on the cob because corn on the cob right now is just started its season here, and it did kind of look good.
Yeah. 2 for 5. I mean, 5
5
for
for 2.
And she didn't ring them up correctly. She rang them up. I got 10 ears of corn for $1.20. No, I take that back. $1.60. I got 2 ears of corn for $1.60. I mean, I got 10 ears of corn for $1.60.
Maybe it was a special on a special. And then I got an onion, the tomatoes. I got a golden honeydew. I just thought I'd try it. I've never had a golden honeydew. I was going to get a watermelon, but I am not good at picking out watermelons, even though they did look decent.
Yeah, another beautiful
And I
golf course.
probably should have just gotten it because they probably all were good. Good there. But yeah, it was just like, and then the deli counter, the meats looked so good. Everything looks so good, but you know, we now have, we're driving along the beach, taking the long way home. And I would like to, if at some point, be able to get out and look at a beach, but I don't know if we will be able to at this point, just because a lot of times we go to the state parks and they would close it
Sunset.
dusk, so I don't know how you would get to a beach unless we end up like unless we end up where we were in that little town area and you have to find a park in Publix. Four Winds Beach Resort. Just try to find so anyway, we checked out. We got a bag of ice just to have another one to put in.
That is still
cooler.
recording, right?
Yeah. It's a little moved. It's probably
Like,
not. It's probably. Oh.
Could you imagine owning a home? I mean, like, to have a house down here. Like, people are buying houses, demolishing them, and then building.
Yeah, like these little things. That's original Florida. Now, how did they not get messed up from the hurricane? That's so pink.
See, now these houses are more like the ones we are seeing in Naples.
Well, see, that's at beach access. We should have parked at Publix. But it's just crazy that like some of these little places, like, I mean,
like could we park across the street and then walk?
Well, we couldn't park there. We'd have to park in a
Well, like that was a closed down building.
We're in a rental car. I'm not. Like that sign just said no public access, no parking. Like, I feel like you have to wait till you get to like that Publix.
Wow, look at that sunset.
So, yeah, so he got, anyway, we're not all over the place. This video is not even going to be worth watching because...
Yes, it would be very much worth watching. Was that public? Right there?
No, I think it's next to that.
No, I think you're, beach access. Town of Longboat Key.
But there's a sign.
Well, let me go see what the sign says. You can start recording for now. So, it doesn't say anything about this being a private beach. But look at that. Look at that sunset. as Gwen was saying, she couldn't believe that I was able to find public parking right as the sun was setting on the beach. Look at this beautiful beach. There are some dead fishies from the red tide. That happens every year.
Yeah, but I was thinking, it's not usually happens. Doesn't that usually happen in the, like, winter? Does it have
Yeah,
a snow and all
sometimes,
that
yeah.
going on when we were here?
Yeah, in November.
So then I was thinking, wait, it's April. But yeah, that's where they're.
But that was a beautiful sunset.